I'm good, man. You got a smile on your face. It's good to talk to you after a W. Considering the way things have unfolded this year, late in games, how cool is it and happy to put a smile on your face to finish today's game the way you did?
Zach, it's always good to win, man. I could never harp on losses in this league. You always got to talk about when you win. You got to be able to enjoy those things however you get them. And tonight, it was a great fashion. It was a great finish. It was a 2-minute finish. It was some of the mistakes that was corrected from the year. I just feel like this team just jumped off the page tonight, was ready to play.
One of those guys was Bleedy at the end. The way he stepped up, is that what you're looking for out of him, and the way things shut down and closed this game out?
That's what we've been talking about, right? We've been talking about ending games with either sacks or interceptions, and the guys went out today and did exactly that. The ball went up in the air, and Bleedy came down and made a great play. It was awesome.
You always want your guys being physical, Coach, but what did you see on that Charles Harris hit on Teddy?
I know Teddy's going to get protected, obviously. Defensive player as a quarterback, or you're going to obviously protect the quarterback so much. I know he ran up on him. I know he hit him. I'm not sure if he made full contact with his head, but obviously the officials saw it that way, and so did New York. So you got to deal with it. You get him off the field, and you keep playing, and you finish the game.
How's Calvin doing? Any update on him?
I don't have one yet. Hopefully things look good for him, though, and we get a chance to get him back when we get a little short bye here, kind of, and get him some more rest and some recovery and see what happens the next couple of days.
Another injury question for you, Coach. We saw Gurley running the bike, kind of just, doing calisthenics on the sideline. How was he doing? And was it your intention to kind of quiet at the beginning, then get him going as the game progressed?
You just never know with Gurley. I don't know what happened with injury-wise. I just know he's got to get himself going. He got himself going late. Got a couple really good runs there at the end, and he finished the game for us. And that's what he's been brought here to do, man. Finish the game in the end zone, and he did that tonight.
You guys had a chance to get in the end zone early in the game, opening drive, Coach, but you decided to kick for 3. Decision on that, and was it maybe based on what happened maybe last week and leaving some points off the board?
You never base any decisions on what happened last week or your previous weeks. You base them on what your plan is this week and how you wanted to manage the game. And this week, we wanted to manage the game. We felt like if we can get points on the board, get this thing close, that we felt like we can go ahead and win it with Matt at the end. And unfortunately today for us, our defense wanted to end it at the end. It was nice. It wanted to end the ball with the half, and in the half with the ball, and we did it in both halves, which is great.
Julio being Julio yet again. You think that was the big difference in the offense having him for this game as opposed to last, when you can have number 11 on the field? Offensively,
anytime he plays in a game, there's going to be a big difference. We talked about this earlier. We talked about them with Christian McCaffrey and us with Julio Jones. Those two guys are LeBron James type players, Michael Jordan type players. When they play, is a difference makers, and they definitely showed that tonight. He showed that tonight for sure.
Coach, one guy who balled out was Foye, man. He was all over the field, especially in those 2 fourth-down stops. What'd you see out of him tonight?
He's having a phenomenal year. He's been one of the most consistent players that we've had on defense all year, and how he's played, how physical he's played, getting after the ball, making big plays after big plays, and he made another couple tonight. And at this point, it's not even shocking. It's almost expected for him.
Seems like you guys brought a lot of heat on Teddy, especially in that second half. Is that what they were giving you, the looks that you feel you could succeed on that front, bringing the pressure on Bridgewater?
They got such a good offense. You got to have an opportunity to get after the quarterback somehow, and you got to have answers, and you got to have reasons. I can't keep standing in front of you guys talking about the pass rush and the 4-man rush not getting home. So as a coaching staff, you got to do something about it, and my guys did tonight, man. Give Jeff Ulbrich, give Adam Durday and Bob Sutton a lot of credit. For the plan they put together and they helped put together. I was really fired up about it.
What kind of spark did Brian Hill give you guys tonight?
When you talk about a physical, tough running machine, his effort, all the things he brings to the game, his passion for the game, just him on the sideline and him cheering for his guys and doing some of the things he does when he's on the field, it's just awesome and it's unbelievable. So we're fired up to get those guys rolling tonight.
You touched on Foye stepping up. What about Deion as well? What did you see out of his performance?
Deion played more consistent tonight, which is good. And if we get Deion going and Foye going, Dante Fowler playing with a lot more energy these days, you're loving how that's working out for all those guys. And Deion just one of those contributors for us that's going to be big time.
I know you're going to get on your guys for closing things out offensively in the red zone, Coach. Just 2 of 6 tonight. Is that a concern for you, and how do you fix that?
I think when you come out of every game, you're going to have something that you want to get better at. And certainly we can focus on that. We were talking about 2-minute defense. We got better at that tonight. It was certainly improved. We could talk about our red zone offense and some of the red zone things we want to do next week. And I look forward to going against that with Denver next week.
A lot of questions about the gap of blitzes tonight, Coach. Is that something you saw in film you feel you could be successful with?
It's just game planning. When you got to go out, some things are going to change every single week. How you play and how you have to play. And like we talked about before, you got to find ways to get to the quarterback. You got to find ways to mentally disrupt them. And we did tonight and affect them.
You mentioned something earlier about Gurley, about you never know with Gurley. Is that just course of a game, something with time?
I don't know. I kind of missed what you kind of said there, but I'm going to answer what I think you're talking about was Gurley. You never know, what he's doing on the sideline, if he's getting ready, staying loose and all those type of things. When Gurley goes out there, he's ready to go. So sometimes he has to go off to the side and ride his bike and get ready. Sometimes he's just getting his mental right and doing all the type of things that he needs to do. It's kind of Julio fashion when it comes to those things.
I appreciate the clarification on that. And Matt, how about showing off his 5.5 speed today? Looked pretty good running the ball for you.
I told you guys he's one of those new age quarterbacks, man. You guys have been sleeping on me when I've been saying it this whole time. But Matt's making plays with his feet. He's making plays with his arm. He's making plays with his mind. And he's certainly leading his football team.